You allow yourself to go deeper and deeper.
As that hand starts to descend, your unconscious mind starts opening up to positive experiences, memories from the past, you succeeding, feeling good, confident.
And deeper still, even deeper now, drifting, dreaming, floating, flying, all the way down. I'm going to move your hair out of the way.
Keitä kulloinkin sattuu olemaan seurassasi tai ympärilläsi.
Hey, I hope you enjoy this Hypnosis Unintentional ASMR compilation. And I just wanted to let you know that I made a narrated Hypnosis Unintentional ASMR compilation with even more clips and recommendations and channels on my other channel called Find Calm, where I also have my own ASMR content, and you can find the link in the description, so maybe you want to check it out. So let's start.
Just allow your eyes to close and let my words come to you. There's nothing you have to think about. That's right. As you're letting these words come to you, notice that body in the chair. You'd probably rather be someplace other than in this office, such as Montego Bay. And the weather is so good there here now in Montego Bay. So be there and enjoy being there in the ways you like to be there. Whether it's the water or the beach, just enjoy it. Good. That's right. You allow yourself to go deeper and deeper. Some people imagine floating down the clouds. Good. Just embrace all those good feelings. Because when that body relaxes, it heals and gets calmer. You need to do. I'm going to come over here for a minute. And you can put your hands together like this and stretch your arms up. So you can want to. Now, keep your hands tight together. I'm going to put the magnets on these two fingers. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them on there. I want you to watch that space in between. I'll do this in a minute. And when they come together and touch, you can let your eyes close and those arms drop down and relax, okay?
Okay, so when they touch,
yeah.
Relax.
So let me get the magnets going on them. Ready? Okay, the magnets are here. Now watch this space in between. Just keep staring at it until those fingers come together, okay? And when they do, you can let those eyes close. Keep watching. Isn't that interesting how they pull together? Just don't help them. Let them do it all by themselves. Isn't that interesting? That force is interesting. Keep watching that space. Yeah, that's right. And when they touch, just let those eyes close. Let the arms come down. And when they touch your lap, you can go to an even deeper stage of hypnosis. Beautiful. You can let those arms drop down. You can go to an even deeper. That's right. Let the eyes go deeper and deeper. Beautiful. More and more. Down. You're right back there. That's right. Just relax and enjoy that.
Just turn around and face me. There you go. Take a little, half a step forward. Oh. Forward. There we go. That's good. Now look at me. Very good. All you have to do is just follow instructions. It's exactly as I say, and it'll be really easy and a lot of fun. Ready for this? Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Oh, very good. A little breath in. Breathe out. Sleep all the way. That's right. You're doing great. Relaxing deeper, deeper, deeper. The deeper you go, the more you relax. The more you relax, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the better you feel. All anxieties, all nerves, everything just flooding away from your mind. Just drifting comfortably like you're on a cloud, going deeper, deeper, deeper now. That's it. Feel yourself relaxing. Feel your mind drifting. And notice how good it feels to do that. That's it. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. I want you to know that every time I say the word sleep, you close your eyes and go to a state as deep as this, or even deeper, as relaxing as this, and even more relaxing. As comforting as this, and even more comfortable. Nod your head if you understand. Very good. Eyes open, look at me. Was that not bad, hey? And sleep all the way. That's it. You're doing a good job. That's it. Finding your own balance. Deeper and deeper now. More and more comfort, more and more relaxation. You'll notice each time you open your eyes, a real thrill of excitement, a real rush of a feel-good feeling will go through. You might even smile. It feels that good. Nod your head if you understand. Eyes open. How does that feel? Pretty good? And sleep all the way. You're doing good. Deeper and deeper now. Deeper and deeper. I'm going to list this down here. Make it strong, stiff and rigid, like an iron bar. Lock it tight. Lock it straight down like an iron bar. The harder you try and move it, the more it sticks. Tighter and tighter. Try and move it and find you cannot. It's locked tight. Try and move it. You cannot. It's locked tight. And then stop trying and release. Relax. And go deeper. You did a good job. You're doing great. Just to prove to yourself the power of your mind, what I want you to do is just imagine around your eyelids, as though someone was just pouring super glue right there, and right there, super glue all around your eyelids. Feel your eyelids locking down tight. Feel them locking shut. Feel that super glue draining across, first a cool, then a warm sensation, locking them down. Feel those eyes locked tight. There you go. The harder you try and open them, the more tightly they stick. Try and open. Prove to yourself how tight they are. Try and then stop trying. And just drift again. Those eyelids, those hand back to normal. You're doing a good job. And because you've done such a great job, I'd like you to realize that you're about to get a little hypnotic gift. That's it. All we're going to do is lift this arm. I'm not going to ask you to let it descend any more quickly than positive memories come your way. As that hand starts to descend, your unconscious mind starts opening up to positive experiences, memories from the past, you succeeding, feeling good, confident, doing things that make you feel good. And as that hand starts descending, those memories starts flooding in now. That's it. Feel those. So strong. You might even start smiling at that. There you go. Isn't that something? Stronger each time. By the time that hand reaches your side, they'll be so strong. It feels amazing. That's a pretty good feeling, isn't it? Now I want to show you what to do with this. You ready with this? We'll lift this arm to the side like this and lock it tight again. Only this time flood it with something negative. A situation, a moment that you feel frustrated in. A time in which you don't think you can quite cope in the way you wish to. Feel this locking tight with that negative energy so it's out of your control. The more negative the situation is, the more tightly this locks. Try and bend that arm and notice that you're just stuck, like you were stuck in that situation. Now here's the solution. Open your mind and let those memories come back, the positive memories coming back. With each memory, the tension drains out of the arm. With each memory, the negative experience drains out of your arm. With each memory, you feel more empowered and that arm becomes softer, more relaxed, looser, back in your control. With each memory coming stronger now and stronger, you feel good. Your mind feels fresh. You have a sense of possibilities coming through. And as those possibilities come through, feel the tension draining from that arm. Feel the negative energy draining from that arm. Feel yourself being back in control of that arm, just as you're back in control of that situation. And when you know you can, when you feel yourself in control, that energy is drained from the arm, test it. See how you bend it and move it at your free will. Go ahead and try that. Not quite there yet, so more memories, more positive experience. Let it flood you like you did before until you start smiling. And that smile rushes up and through into your arm, and there it goes. There you go. Feel the control back coming back. That's what you have to do. And notice how you have to let yourself open even more fully to these memories. And then they overload this, and then you're in control. That's how it works. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So as soon as your hand is totally in your control again, relax it down by your side once again. And feel this good. And smile. Because you did a great job. You've done something very good. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, you'll open your eyes feeling refreshed, alert, simply fantastic. Having a sense of real accomplishment because you discovered a secret about using your mind that many people don't know about. Any time in the future, did you feel stuck, frustrated, or somehow affected by a negative emotion? Just stop, breathe, and open your mind like that. Until your body starts feeling in your eyes flashing, your mouth starts smiling. Feel that getting stronger now. Until your mouth starts smiling, you know you've got it. That connection always with you. Feel it happening now. Stronger and stronger. Until you can't help but smile. There you go. At the count of 5, you'll open your eyes, bringing back this good feeling. Stronger by the time you open your eyes. So the count of 1, coming up slowly. 2, taking a deep breath in. 3, allowing the clean, fresh air to fill you with energy. 4, start moving your arms and your legs. 5, eyes open. Feeling refreshed, relaxed, alert. Simply fantastic. Good job.
All right, what I want you to do is this finger here, I just want you to lift it up for me. Okay, and I want you to gaze at that finger, don't make a sound, don't look at me, just push down on my finger. And as you push down on my finger, I want you to allow that weight to go up your forearm and into your eyelids, and just let your eyelids get heavier and heavier and heavier under your own volition as you push down on my finger and I push up against your power. You'll notice that pleasant heaviness just drifting into your eyelids and drifting in through your mind. Your body, you can allow that to happen temporarily for your benefit, and just let your imagination increase and push down on that finger until your eyelids decide they wish to close down and sleep. Now follow my count down deep inside from 5, 4, that's right, 3, 2, 1. Now with each word I say and each breath you take and each outside sound you hear and even the ones you don't hear are just going to help you to let go more and drift deeper down inside and help your subconscious mind listen to the sound of my voice. And when you were very, very young at some stage, for some reason, you decided to learn to fight martial arts, begun perhaps with judo. You know, and your mind can remember back to then, those first times as a boy, wondering how does this hold work? How does that grapple take effect? That's right. You didn't quite know how to trip someone up or throw someone over. Then you practiced and learned. Then somebody said to you back then, sharp nails are no good. Can't have them, can create an injury. And the strange idiosyncrasy of that is martial arts can create injuries anyway, can it not? And so you learned to use your teeth to fend off an injury to another person when all along you should have been using your skills and talents to fight. And so you learned to bite your nails for a reason that was rather contradictory if one were to think about that deeply. Follow my count a little deeper now from 5, 4, you're doing fine, 3, 2, 1. And so all these years later, now you still bite your nails. But you know, you don't really have a right to enable a habit or a nervous disorder to gnaw at your own flesh. You don't really have a right with all the self-control that you have, but you do have a right to control what you do with those fingers on your hands, and those fingernails that just struggle to grow and grow and grow in a natural way for you to unnaturally bite off. So you're going to find from now on, should you accidentally, automatically begin to chew on your fingernails, should your hands go near your face or your mouth for that reason of chewing on your fingernails, you will hear my voice say no. No, it will say over and over, and you will simply become aware and stop. And now your hands go towards your face for necessary reasons. Your hands go towards your face to brush your teeth, to eat your food, comb your hair, or other necessary reasons they need to be there. Gnawing at the flesh and the fingernails that live on the end of your fingers is no reason whatsoever to put your hands near your face. And there are many, many things in the past you have done without believing you could perhaps, and then they became automatic for you. There are many, many things you have done in the past that you even knew that you shouldn't somewhere inside, but you did regardless. And one of them was gnawing at your nails, and what may have been initially a protective measure for some person that was not you, to save a little scratch here and there, has simply become a habit that you no longer wish to have. And so you are going to use your own abilities and skills to bother nothing with that anymore. It is over and done and finished and gone. And with that habit of biting those fingernails, you had attached a motto, a simple 6-word motto you learned when you were very young that has now become very counterproductive sometimes. And those 6 words were, I would if I could. Well, I would if I could is finished, done, and gone for you now regarding biting your fingernails and stopping that. And regarding stopping, ceasing to bite your fingernails anymore, we are going to attach a newer, better, more powerful, more simple 2-word motto and belief. And your new motto and belief regarding stopping biting your fingernails is, I can. And now you will know that you can you not? Yes, you will. And it all belongs to you and to your ability to make the decision that you will do this because you will know that you can you not? That's right. And your conscious mind doesn't need to understand anything I said, but your subconscious mind will understand every helpful, beneficial thing I've said for you and what it means. The subconscious mind will transfer those new learnings to the conscious mind, the emotional mind, and the body mind so they can understand and believe and act accordingly in a safe and beneficial way. And as I talk to you here and you continue to relax there, in your imagination you could see yourself looking at your hands. Then you could hone in a little more and see yourself looking at your fingers. And you could hone in even a little more and notice your fingernails, long and strong, the length they should be. And from now on you may find that fingernail files become a little more important to you regarding your nail health. You may find that automatically you reach for the fingernail file and the finger clippers, the nail clippers, instead of the teeth. Your teeth are for eating and to show when you smile. They have nothing to do with gnawing your own flesh. And when you can see in your imagination a picture of your hands with your fingernails as the length that you wish them to be, I would like you to tap your right hand pointer finger up and down and relax a little more. That's right. Now follow my countdown deeper now. From 5, you're doing perfectly. 4, 3, 2, 1. And when the subconscious mind has understood every safe and beneficial thing that I have said to Richard for his own good and general well-being, if the subconscious mind is prepared to accept those helpful and beneficial suggestions and allow Richard's fingernails to grow without hindrance of being bitten, then the right hand pointer finger can flicker again to let me know. Newer and better ways of looking after those fingernails. That's right. I'd like to thank the subconscious mind for all of its help today, and everything I've said to you here today for your own good and general well-being will remain with you for your own good and general well-being, even when you are no longer with me here, and even when I am no longer here with you, regardless of what is happening around you. And you are going to find that unhelpful learned habit that you had from the past of nibbling and gnawing at those fingernails is replaced with a newer and better skill of bothering nothing with that anymore or any longer. Now in a moment I'm going to click my fingers, and when I click my fingers it will be a sign for 2 things. It will be a sign for your subconscious mind to lock in for your benefit every helpful thing I have said to you. for your subconscious to remember that and utilize it for you. And it will also be a sign that you are going to notice a very pleasant charge of energy begin at your feet and come all the way up through your body. Then your eyes will open and you'll come absolutely fully alert, feeling fine and clear-headed. And when you do that, that habit in the past of biting those nails will be long gone, like some habit you had as a child, or a favorite toy that was so important then that means nothing now. I'd like to thank the subconscious for all of its help today, and now you can get ready to come back.
So throughout this process, I may touch you on the head, I may touch you over the heart, I may touch you on the shoulder, the hands, the leg. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Let that breath out with a sigh. Deeper and deeper with every breath you take and every beat of your heart, Katie. All I want you to do is relax. Let go. Follow the sound of my voice. And any sounds you hear other than the sounds of my voice are simply the sounds of a busy clinical environment, people walking up and down, getting the help that they need, practicing their hypnosis. It's not going to disturb you or distract you in any way. In fact, it's only going to signal you to relax, to let go, to let your unconscious mind learn something amazing, to discover all the wonders that reside deep inside of you. And deep inside your mind, body, and soul, you can begin to learn about yourself in a whole new way and see your world differently in a way that allows you to fully and completely become the person you aspire to be. So in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to focus all of your attention on the lids of your eyes. And I'm going to begin to ask you to relax those eyelids so fully, so completely. Make them so completely relaxed that you couldn't actually open them without putting more tension back into them. That's right. When you know you've got them that relaxed, give them a little test just to be sure. That's right. Now stop testing, let that level of relaxation flow from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, deeper and deeper with every breath you take and every beat of your heartbeat. Just allow yourself to let go, to unwind. And no matter how far inside you travel, no matter how deep inside you go, you'll always be able to hear my words, follow my instructions, obey my commands, because you realize everything I say and everything I do is for you, to give you the life you want, the way you want it, by your standards and your definitions. So in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to pick up your left hand with the fingers of my right hand. Don't want you to help me or hinder me in any way. In fact, all I want you to do is let that hand fall onto your lap only at the rate and speed that you can double, triple, maybe even quadruple that sense of physical relaxation. Want it to happen. Expect it to happen. Enjoy the process of allowing it to happen. Loose and limp, that's right. All the way down deeper and deeper. And deeper still, even deeper now, drifting, dreaming, floating, flying, all the way down. Now I'm going to move your hair out of the way so I can see your face a little bit, because it's important for me to be able to see you clearly so you can see yourself clearly. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to open and close your eyes. Each and every time you close your eyes, I'm going to ask you to double, triple, maybe even quadruple that sense of physical relaxation. Want it to happen. Expect it to happen. Enjoy the process of allowing it to happen. Open your eyes all the way up. Close your eyes all the way down deeper and deeper and deeper still. Open those eyes all the way up. Close those eyes 10 times deeper now, all the way down deeper. That's right. Deeper and deeper still. Opening those eyes all the way up. 100 times deeper, all the way deeper and deeper and deeper still. One more time, all the way up, all the way down deeper. That's right. Just let yourself go. Feels good to just go even deeper now. Drifting, dreaming, floating, flying. Noticing how good you feel. Feelings that are only going to get better for as long as your heart continues to beat and your lungs continue to breathe. Good feelings are all that come to you from me, and from you to your own unconscious mind. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to relax your mind as deeply as you've relaxed your body. And we're going to do that in a very special way. In a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine the alphabet backwards, starting with the letter Z. With every breath you take and every beat of your heart, starting with the letter Z, I want you to make those letters smaller, darker, harder to see. Turn the volume all the way down. And when you know they're gone, all I want you to do is let that finger float up with honest unconscious movements to let me know, and we'll continue with the next part of our process. That's right. Now go 10 times deeper, and deeper, and deeper still, drifting, dreaming, floating, letting that part of your conscious mind, the part of you that analyzes, criticizes, judges, let that go off to its favorite faraway vacation spot, the place it loves to play. It allows your unconscious mind to completely come out and learn. That's right, really learn. That's right. Number 5, going down deeper and deeper and deeper still. Number 4, drifting, dreaming, floating, flying all the way down, deeper and deeper and deeper still. That's right. Number 3, down deeper and deeper and deeper still. 2, almost there to the very basement of relaxation. Number 1, very, very deep in this relaxing place. And any time you go into an altered state, whether it's with me, someone you trust, or on your own, you'll always go 10 times deeper. And all of my positive instructions, all of my positive suggestions, the ones you like best, the ones that help you the most, will become 10,000 times stronger, 10,000 times more irresistible, 10,000 times better and more joyful, more pleasurable than the time before, permanently installing themselves at the deepest level of your neurology. Will they only make your life better by your standards and your definitions, because you're getting exactly what you want. Now in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to use that amazing imagination of yours. And I want you to imagine, if you could, that your consciousness, the part of you that is connected to the source of all life and all living things, can begin to float up out of your physical body, floating higher and higher and higher still, while your physical body begins to go deeper and deeper and deeper into relaxation. In fact, as your consciousness floats up out of your body, a beautiful orange stream of energy flows in through the top of your head, and it begins to fill up your body with a warm, gentle, nourishing liquid energy. An energy that penetrates to every level of your body, to every level of your mind, that seeks out any place in your mind or body where you're harboring any stress, any strain, any less than positive experience, belief, resistance to change, or memory, anything that's not making your life better, anything that causes you to do things you don't want to do or not do things you really want to do. And this universal solvent, this glowing golden orange energy, begins to seek out every place in your body where that's true, any place that's harboring any stress, any strain, any limitation, any less than positive experience. And like a magnet is drawn to metal, like water soaking into a dry sponge, the universal solvent seeks out every place in that body, every place in your mind, every place in your spirit where those things live, where they reside, things you consciously understand and remember. Most importantly, Kate, the things you unconsciously understand and remember. The things that were placed in there long ago at a time when you didn't have any defenses, when you didn't understand what was going on. The things that have been secretly waiting for you to go back inside. Like a magnet is drawn to metal, like water soaking into a dry sponge, that universal solvent seeks out every place in your body, every place in your mind, every place in your spirit, begins to soak into those areas, to dissolve them, to hold them in suspension, to pull them out of every part of you and in suspension in that golden orange fluid. And when you're completely filled from the tips of your toes to the very ends of your hair with that golden orange fluid, just raise that finger to let me know. We'll continue with the next part of our process. Perfect. Now go even deeper, letting everything you want, everything that you enjoy, everything that you love, everything that your mind, body, and soul truly want and need to feel fulfilled in every way, flow into you from that golden orange solvent as it replaces all the stress, all the strain, all the less than positive experiences with something better, something that gives you more of the resources, abilities, confidence, sense of deservingness and self-worth that you most want. While that other part of you continues to float higher and higher, flying up above the ceiling, up over the building, and up into a very warm and dark place. A place we call inner space. In the world according to David, you've heard me refer to a place called the womb of eternity. That place beyond time and space, where anything you can imagine, anything you can intend, anything you can act out, must become your reality in every way. It's that place that is fully connected to the source of your true power, where you're perfect in every way, where anything you want, anything you intend must become manifest. And as you float higher and higher into this place, you look down and you see what looks like a glowing highway of energy extending off from one direction to the other. And you can see it moving through you or around your body in such a way that you instinctively recognize that one direction is your past, while the other direction is your future. And when you see that line of energy, that highway of time, for lack of a better word, just nod your head to let me know. That's right. And now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to begin to gently but quickly begin to float back in time, back above that highway of energy, going back further and further. And as you reach the end, back as you're approaching your very first memory, you see a glowing ball of energy, a sphere of white light, and you pass through that light. And as you pass through that light, you find yourself in an amazing place. A place before you took on that body. A place before that very first memory. That's right. And when you're there, just nod your head and let me know. And go even further into it now. All the way back. Feel yourself shrinking down, going all back to being a little girl, a little baby, back to a cell, back to pure spirit now. And as you're in that place, notice how you feel. What do you feel? That's right. Just enjoy it. And when you see that spark that will one day become the body that is Katie, just nod your head to let me know. And I want you to walk over to that little baby spark, that little divine being, and I want you to hold her in your arms. And I want you to look deep inside of her and notice all the good, wonderful things about her. And I want you to send her all the love, all the acceptance, all the joy that she could ever want or need. Just let it flow from you to her in an endless, unlimited supply. Feel her just warm up. Feel her light up as that energy just hits her, that love, in the way that she's always wanted it, in the way that she's always needed it, fulfilling every part of her, nourishing every part of her, changing her in all the right ways. And then all I want you to do is begin to teach that little girl, that little spark that will become a little girl, everything she's ever going to need to know, everything she's ever going to need to understand, to be amazing, to go through the events of her life in a whole new way. And that love, as God defines it, is to look for the good. So that whenever you look at yourself, all you'll see is the good. And you'll look for it, and you'll see it, and you'll find it. As you move through every event, circumstance, and situation in your life, regardless of how pleasurable or how less than pleasurable it might be, you'll instinctively look for the good. Look for the lessons that you can take away that make your life better. Just let all of that flow in. When you know she's got it, nod your head to let me know. And send her even more love. More and more. The more you have, the more you give. The more you give, the more you have. And it just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And let yourself just, that's right. Notice how good that feels. And now I'm going to give you some other messages, some things that I find helpful and that everybody needs to understand. I'm going to convey the basic message. You can customize it so that it's just right for her. I want you to look at little Kim or Kate or whatever she likes to go by. Say, Kate, Kim, I love you. And throughout the coming days and weeks and months, good things are going to happen. And not so good things are going to happen. People are going to come into your life, people are going to go. But no matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter what life hands you, I will always be here for you. To hold your hand when there's nobody else. To give you that hug you need when you need it most. To accept you and love you unconditionally no matter what. To give you the very best advice, the right perspectives to take, the right actions to make. So that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you'll always know. And no matter where you go, or what you do, or what life hands you, you're always loved. You're always accepted. You're always good enough. You're never, ever, ever alone. And let the truth of that sink in to every level of her mind, every level of her body, and send even more love in an endless, unlimited supply so that she's changed forever. And when you know that's happened, when you know that's true, and she knows it's true, try to go back to the old way and notice what happens instead. That's right. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, all I want you to do is begin to move forward through your very first memory, completely integrated with her. Take her in your arms, hold her to your heart, feel her shrink down inside of you where she's surrounded by all the love, acceptance, forgiveness, safety, joy, strength, courage, wisdom, excitement, passion, all the good things that are about her that she could ever want or need. An endless, unlimited supply. And feel the two of you moving together as that little spark takes on a body. And notice yourself moving through each memory. And each memory, as you move back to the present moment, only at the rate and speed that's right for you, only the rate and speed that's natural for you. Every now and then, after one of those key memories, you stop. And you look back on it, and you notice what you've learned. Notice how you've learned to look for the good. And how that voice, the one that reminds you of all the things that are wonderful about you, that are the very best parts of you, is still with you, guiding you, loving you, accepting you, nurturing you, inspiring you, motivating you, giving you the strength and the courage, the wisdom and the passion to go for it, to grab what you want, make it yours in a way that you know you're getting it. That's right. Feel the truth of that. That voice reminding you, guiding you, speaking in a voice that's 10 times louder than any other voice, that drowns out every other voice. And through it all, you're always loved. You're always accepted. You're always forgiven, welcome. And you're never, ever, ever alone. Looking for the good all the way back to the present. Every now and then stopping, looking back on all the experiences that most need to be cleared or re-understood today. Noticing what you've learned so you can keep those lessons and let the rest go. And when you're back to the present moment, just nod your head to let me know.
Love is looking for the good. So this is now.
Excellent. And now what I want you to do is I want you to continue to move forward into the future. A day from now, looking back on this moment, notice how your life's continued to change and improve. Notice how you've learned things in a whole new way. Go a week from now, looking back on that day, and notice how you've continued to change, continued to improve, and continued to become the woman who started as a little spark, who became a little girl, has become everything she wanted to be, and is on her way to becoming even more. And then go a month from now and look back on that week and notice how those changes have continued to grow stronger, more powerful, more pervasive in every way. In a way that you know you've got it. And it's only getting better. And when you look back on the distant past, you only remember it in this new way. Only the ways that make your life better. And go a year into the future and look back on that month and And notice how far the learnings have gone. Notice how deep the transformations have run, so that in your mind, body, and soul, you know you've got it. It's yours forever. And it only gets better. For as long as your heart continues to beat, for as long as your lungs continue to breathe, this process will only continue to improve your life in every way that you find fit and desirable, in ways that you know that you're getting it. So move another 5 years into the future and look back on that year, looking back on that month, looking back on that week, looking back on that day, looking back on this moment, and notice the change. When you know you've got it, it's locked in, it's only going to continue to get better. Begin the journey back to this present time. Bring all of those transformations, revelations, and alterations with you. Fully integrating into a body that is now beginning to allow that universal solvent to drain out through the soles of your feet and the tips of your fingers, leaving you nourished, nurtured, cleansed, healed, purified in every way that's important to you. And when you're back to this present moment, just nod your head to let me know. Excellent. In a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach the number 5, you'll emerge from this state only at the rate and speed that you know you've got it. Only at the rate and speed that your body is filled with joy and happiness and pleasure, strength and courage, passion, enthusiasm, desire to set the world on fire in all the very best ways. Of course, not any pyromechanical ways, of course, but... Number 1, feel yourself returning to this place we call reality, bringing with you a brand new reality. A reality where you're the one that knows how to do this. You're the one that's done the steps, followed the instructions, obeyed my commands, has earned the rewards. Number 2, all of my suggestions from me. And by the way, you may notice feelings and emotions coming up. That's okay, just let them. That's a sign of the body reorganizing and rebooting and reprocessing. Remember, no tough little soldiers allowed in this process. As the feelings come up, you reveal them. As you reveal them, you heal them. Solved, dissolved, and resolved from the body. Solved, dissolved, and resolved from the mind for all the right reasons. Number 2, all of my suggestions from me to you, from you to your very own unconscious mind, 10 times more powerful than ever before, 10 times more permanent, locked into that part of your mind, body, and soul that most wants, desires, and deserves this change and others. Number 3, always at least 3 ways to overcome any situation, obstacle, or circumstance that you may face. Always at least 3 solutions to any problem you need to solve, and your other than conscious mind will now easily, effortlessly, and automatically generate those solutions in the quickest, easiest, most effective way for the good of yourself and all concerned, and will automatically implement them naturally, intuitively, truthfully. Number 4, because it's all for you, Kate. You've done the work, you followed the instructions, you've obeyed the commands. You've tested the results. You've earned the rewards. It's true for you now. On the next count, you can emerge from this state only at the rate and speed that you know you've got it. Only at the rate and speed that every level of your mind, every level of your body, every level of your spirit is in full harmony, full agreement, full compliance to all the instructions, conscious and unconscious, that you've received, expressing them only in ways that make your life better, bring you more pleasure and joy in life, and create within you an unstoppable drive to get everything you want the way you want it, by your standards and definitions. On the next count, you can open your eyes, feeling good all over, glad to be alive, head clear, mind clear, peace with yourself, the world, and everyone in it. Number 5, take your time, come on back. Notice how good you feel.
Annat kaikessa rauhassa katseen levätä paikoillaan. Anna hengityksesi vähitellen tasaantua. Anna sen muuttua hyvin rauhalliseksi, hyvin säännölliseksi ja tasaiseksi. Aivosi alkavat vähitellen tyhjentyä ylimääräisistä ajatuksista. Ympäristösi lakkaa täysin kiinnostamasta sinua. Tunnet, miten jokaisella rauhallisella hengenvedollakin lähdet vajoamaan yhä syvemmälle. Tuohon miellyttävään, hyvin rentouttavaan rentouttavaan, hermoja vahvistavaan hypnoosilepoon. Näkökenttäsi alkaa vähitellen hämärtyä. Ja olet vähitellen kadottamassa niiden lihasten hallintaa, joilla avaat ja suljet silmiäsi. Silmäluomet alkavat käydä lyijyn raskaiksi. Hyvin raskaiksi. Alan hitaasti laskea. Jokaisella numerolla vaivat asteittain yhä syvempään ja sikempään. Kun viimein pääsen 10, olet hyvin syvään vaipuneena. 1. Jokainen numero on sinulle ikään kuin porrasaskelma. 2. Tunnet vaivavasi vain yhä syvemmälle lepoon. 3. Jokaisella rauhallisella hengenvedollakin vain yhä syvemmälle lepoon. Niskan, kaulan ja hartian lihakset rentoutuvat. Pääsi alkaa tuntua sangen raskaan ja painavan tuntuiselta. 4. 9. Annat vain mielesi ja lihastesi levätä. Kaikki huolesikin ovat hävinneet ja sinun on oikein hyvä olla. 10. Sinun on oikein hyvä olla. Pää, silmäluomet, kädet, jalat. Koko kehosi painaa kuin lyijy. Mitä pidemmälle me ehdimme tämän istunnon myötä, sitä syvemmälle tunnet vaipuvasi. Kuunnellessasi ääntäni, aivan kuin huomaamattasi, aivan tahtomattasi tulet vaipuneeksi, ajelehtineeksi. Yhä vain syvempään. Aivan kuin sinä koko ajan pehmeästi putoaisit, vaivaisit, ajelehtisit. Jonnekin yhä vain syvempään, yhä vain syvemmälle lepoon. Tunnet, miten jokainen lihas rentoutuu. Kaikkein pienimmätkin lihasryhmät kehollasi rentoutuvat. Ja sinun on vain niin hyvä olla. On vain hyvä olla. Olosi tuntuu suloisen raukealta, painavalta. Hieman välinpitämättömän yksitoikkoiselta. Nyt haluaisin sinun hieman kuvailevan, hieman kertovan, millaiseksi tunnet olosi juuri tällä hetkellä. Puheesi ei millään tavoin häiritse rentoutumista, lepoasi rauhaasi. Sinun täytyy hieman ponnistella jaksaaksesi saada liikkeelle ne lihakset, joita käytät puhuessasi. Kerropa, millaiseksi tunnet olosi juuri tällä hetkellä. Kun kosketan huuliasi, sinun on hieman helpompi puhua. Puhelihaksesi olet paremmin hallinnassa. Kuvailepa hieman oloasi ja tilaasi.
Tuntuu kevyeltä.
Jaa, sulla on sellainen kevyt ja ihan hyvä olla. Onhan.
On.
Joo. Mitä liikkuu mielessäsi juuri tällä hetkellä? Mitä mahdollisesti ajattelet? Kerro jotain siitä.
Olemista.
Ja se on edelleen ihan hyvä olla. Sä et myöskään pelkää. Tunnethan olosi turvalliseksi.
Tunne.
Joo, hyvä. Rentoudu edelleen. Sinun ei tarvitse sen enempää puhua. Kuuntele ääntäni. Keskity niihin suggestioihin, joita annan sinulle. Kun tulevaisuudessa osallistut erilaisiin tilanteisiin, joissa joudut ilmaisemaan itseäsi puhumalla, ottamaan kantaa asioihin, esiintymään tavalla tai toisella. Sinun esiintymisesi on varmaa. Sinä luotat itseesi. Luotat omiin kykyisi. Tiedät, että kykenet selviytymään jokapäiväisen elämän eri tilanteista. On aivan yhdentekevää, keitä kulloinkin sattuu olemaan seurassasi tai ympärilläsi. Ei pelkoa, ei jännittyneisyyttä, eikä ahdistusta. kun yrität hieman kohotella käsiäsi, aivan kuin voimasi eivät tällä hetkellä riittäisi noiden jäsenten kohottelemiseen ja liikuttamiseen. Yritä hieman kohottaa ja mitä enemmän yrität, sitä raskaammilta ja painavammilta ne vain tuntuvat. Kädet ovat liian raskaat. Koko keho painaa kuin lyijy. Kas niin, anna käsien täysin rentoutua, sinun ei tarvitse yrittää mitään. Tunnethan olisi edelleen hyväksi. Onhan sinun hyvä olla. No. Rentoudu vielä hetki. Kuuntele ääntäni ja anna mielesi ja lihastesi levätä. Olet todellakin hyvin aktiivinen osallistumaan tällaisiin tilanteisiin, joita aikaisemmin olet hieman pelännyt, jännittänyt, ehkä niistä hieman ahdistunutkin. Noissa tilanteissa tunnet olosi täysin turvalliseksi. Kykenet etenemään tilanteessa johdonmukaisesti. Ajatus toimii kirkkaasti ja selkeästi. Tunnet, että olet joka hetki täysin tilanteen tasalla. Sinä hallitset tuon tilanteen. Hetken kuluttua havahdutaan sinut tuosta suloisesta uupumuksen, raukeuden ja painavuuden tunteesta. Alan hetken kuluttua jälleen laskea. Alan luetella numeroita 10 alaspäin. Aivan kuin voisit lähteä nousemaan, kohoamaan pois jostakin sieltä hyvin syvältä, takaisin pintaan. Jokainen numero merkitsee sinulle kasvavaa virteyttä ja keveyttä. Mitä lähemmäksi yhtä tulen, sitä virkeämmäksi, pirteämmäksi ja kevyemmäksi tulet tuntemaan itsesi. Kädet ja jalat tulevat höyhenen kevyiksi, hyvin kevyiksi. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hengityksessäkin ikään kuin hieman kevenee. Myös pää alkaa käydä kevyeksi. Ympäristö alkaa täysin palautua tietoisuuteesi. Kiinnostut taas aivan normaalilla tavalla ympäristöstäsi, ajasta ja paikasta. Aivan kaikesta siitä, mitä ympärilläsi tapahtuu. 4. Koko keho tulee kevyeksi. Virkistyt ja piristyt aivan täysin. 3. Kaikki raukeus, väsymys, painavuus, kaikki herpautuneisuus, turtumus, puutumus, kaikki välinpitämättömyys ja yksitoikkoisuus katoaa aivan täysin pois. Kun sitten pääsen yhteen, silloin silmän luomisikin avautuvat hyvin helposti. 2. Sinulla ei ole pienintäkään vaikeutta avata niitä. 1. Silmän luomisi ovat kevyet, pää on kevyt, kädet, jalat, koko keho, puhelihakset ovat täysin omassa hallinnassa.